who was once a pilot and a commercial airlift coordinator who oversaw the evacuation of over 5,000 people during Hurricane Katrina. Yeah, that's pretty impressive. Then he turned to accounting and found out he could work from home in his pajamas. So tonight, he's doing us the honor of wearing his leaving the house clothes and coming to perform for you. Please welcome Salvati COO, Doug Troy.
How's everybody doing out there? Good. All right, I think I'm the last contestant up, so you can all breathe easy. It'll be over soon. I know what you're asking yourself. You're like, in addition to all those other things, when did he find time for his professional modeling career? It's mostly catalog work, so relax. This is, of course, the dad bod. Thank you very much. Couple key elements of the dad bod. Sort of glazed over look in your eye, genuine lack of concern with your appearance, and the aura of abandoned goals. Well, actually, truth be told, this is my wife's least favorite part of my bit. She doesn't like it when I make fun of myself. Seems that's her job. But yeah, I am married. My wife's from Mobile, Alabama. Wow, a big following here, honey. I am from upstate New York. And we have 2 kids who are in speech therapy. So, I like that one too, sorry. So I was in the delivery room when both my daughters were born. I have reasonable assurance that I was there when they were conceived as well. Not in the delivery room, of course, but you know. So we had a really strange labor and delivery nurse. We'd gone through Lamaze and we're over there talking, and I'm like, okay, honey, I'm up by her head, and I want to hold her hand and make sure everything's okay. And the labor and delivery nurse was just channeling Hulk Hogan. And she's like, get over here. You got to get over here. Okay, I'm sorry. All right, whatever. It's like, help her hold up her leg. So I'm doing one of these things. I'm like, I don't know. She's like, no, you got to hook the leg. I'm like, what are you talking about? Apparently she had this thought that if I was able to hold her leg up, pin her shoulders down to a 3 count, out comes that baby. Boom! Shooting. Sure enough, that sucker came flying out. So, and then the doctor, it was one of those teaching hospitals, and the doctor's over there, and she's standing there and says, hey, would you like to cut the cord? I looked at her. No. I don't think so. Do I get 50% off if I do? I mean, what other profession do they do that with? Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. We're most of the way to Albuquerque. Anybody want to come up here and land this sucker? But yeah, I have 2 daughters. My youngest daughter, she's a trip. She loves to mess with daddy. As I mentioned, I'm from upstate New York, and she found out that I'm really not a big fan of that thick country accent. So just to get under my skin, she'll call me over in a really thick country accent. She'll say, Daddy. And I'll say, Elizabeth, don't you do it. But Daddy, why? Now, I'm super proud of her for messing with me. It's great. So, but the problem is I don't want her to pick up that affect. I don't want her to sound like she's from the Ozarks. Right? I don't want people walking by my lovely little 8-year-old and going, that girl's got her own brand of moonshine. So, my older daughter loves arts and crafts. She loves to make slime. There is an unreasonable amount of arts and crafts that happen in the Troy household. I'm particularly vexed by glitter. Does anybody here like glitter? No, nobody likes glitter. It gets in every crack and crevice. It's everywhere. I'm talking about the couch now. So the only redeeming quality glitter has ever had in my life was a few months ago. A buddy of mine calls me. He says, "Hey, Doug, you want to go out and grab a couple of beers?" And I said, "Yeah, sure." He's recently divorced. And I said, it's a guy code. You got to go do it. So I go out and I have a few beers with him. A couple hours go by, and he says to me, "Doug, I got a great idea." Now, if anybody has ever been out drinking with a friend of theirs, and after a couple hours they turned to him and said, "I got a great idea," you can be sure that what comes next is never a great idea. But he says, "Let's go to a strip joint." And I'm like, "Yeah, boy." But again, he's recently divorced. I'm like, "All right, I'll go. I'll be your wingman or whatever." So we make our way to the strip joint, and I weasel my way out of there as soon as I can. I come home, my wife's waiting for me, and she says, "Hey, honey, where'd all this glitter come from?" Ding. "Hey, we've got glitter all over our damn house. I can't not have glitter on me. I go to work with glitter on me." She's like, "Oh, that's good." And I'm thinking in my back of my head, yes, argument is over before it began. I am brilliant. Then she says, "Oh, you must have been sitting next to that new Yankee Candle I had downstairs." And I have no clue where she's going with this. And I think, yeah, I was. She's like, "Yeah, it's a new one I just got in. It's from a collection they just came out with called Lion Husband." The scent was, "Do you think I'm stupid?" So that did not go as planned. So, being married and having young kids, my wife and I had a little trouble finding the mommy-daddy time that we all need so much. And we came across a show called The Octonauts. Does anybody know The Octonauts in here? Anyone? Yeah, there you go, Octonauts. Great. Quasi, Peso, Captain Barnacle out there. Their aquatic adventures, saving marine life. Fantastic show. The great thing about Octonauts is it is exactly 22 minutes long. 22, folks. Gives you a lot of time. And we made the most of it. Sometimes we'd take a nap. Sometimes we'd fool around. That's right. Sometimes we'd do both. And we get a 20-minute nap. All right, folks, that's it for me. Hope you had a great night. Thanks so much.